Hi there, we're with Liz from Liz Rowland Coaching. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I can't believe it. It's really wonderful. I've won the Women's Health Coach of the Year, Wales and South West, and I'm from North Wales, so it's really exciting. So thank you very much. I'm really, really pleased.
Amazing, very well deserved. Please, can you tell us a bit about what you do?
Okay, so I am a sort of a wellbeing coach, really. I particularly specialise in menopause and also neurodiversity because I embody all of those things. So not only I do training and I do coaching and I do sort of keynote speeches and things like that. So not only when I'm talking about sort of menopause, I'm talking about sort of the clinical side of things and neurodiversity and kind of how it can come up in a workplace. But I actually also talk about my authentic story. So a lot of the experiences I give and which are the ones that resonate with people are very much about what I've experienced, because if I can stand up there and talk about sort of the things that I've been through, and some of them are traumatic, what you'll find in the room is that a lot of people will go, oh, actually, this is a safe space. And the fact that it's a safe space, they will then talk. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of, is the fact that when I'm doing training, people will actually talk openly to me, and that's where the magic happens, really, because they're not just having death by PowerPoint, they're actually sort of really getting involved. And I try to make it as fun as possible, and I don't sort of say, well, this is the menopause, one of the things I do with symptoms in my manager's courses, I do menopause bingo, and just to kind of get them sort of engaged and looking at the range of symptoms, and that always goes down well. But I think it might be the chocolate that I have as prizes.
Both.
It works.
Amazing. And would you say there's been any particular kind of messages or any particular groups of people that you've worked with that's been memorable or you've really enjoyed? I
think there's two things. I always say you don't know what you don't know. And with neurodiversity, a lot of people don't know kind of how it can present and sort of, not necessarily the symptoms, but the characteristics of perhaps ADHD or autism. So very often I will do an awareness session for a company, and you can see someone's penny dropping and they're like, actually, that really sounds like me. And I had a lot of people come up to me afterwards saying, you've just told my story. I think I need to go away and look at this. Because when you're neurodiverse, it's not you that doesn't want to thrive. It's generally the environment around you that creates the barriers. But in terms of the menopause side of things, it's men when they come to the sessions. I had one gentleman, really good. He was obviously mandated to attend, and he sat there and he said, this is going to be 3 hours of my life. I'm just not going to get back. And I thought, oh, okay, gauntlets thrown down. By the end of it, he was like, oh my God, Liz, that was amazing. I can't believe the number of symptoms, the impact. What can I do to support? And he was a complete convert by that point. And he had a female team, and it was absolutely superb. So it's things like that, or where other people are like, you've actually made me feel heard, and you've made me feel seen.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And that's really, really powerful. And so I think if I can do that to someone, then actually sort of reduce some of the suffering that they may be going to, but also not look at sort of neurodiversity or menopause as a negative, but actually look at it as a positive. So that's one of the things I do as well.
Definitely. Well, amazing. And in terms of 2026 and thereafter, is there anything you're looking forward to?
Yeah, sort of branching out, sort of really going a bit more national. I'm also sort of converting sort of the neurodiversity stuff into day-to-day practical business strategies, because what a lot of people don't know is I've been in sort of business and strategy for a very, very long time. So I'm realising that from a neurodiverse perspective, some of the tools and techniques I can use can actually really help ADHD, because a lot of ADHD people are entrepreneurs. They have the ability to take on an awful lot of information quickly and come up with a plan. But the other side of that, conversely, they get very, very overwhelmed. So I'm bringing in sort of tools and strategies to help sort of ADHD and autistic sort of business owners sort of really use their skills to the best of their ability. But with the menopause stuff as well, kind of really branching out into women's health, because hormones don't just happen when you are 45, 55. They happen when you are puberty, 20, 30, 40s, 50s, 60s. So really kind of making awareness of women's health throughout the ages is another really big thing I'd like to do, and sort of really just championing women's health and women's advocacy.
That sounds amazing. Well, congratulations again. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Take care.